The recording of the program is about to begin. Don't be too nervous, just perform normally. According to the provisions of the contract, as long as your investment income exceeds 100 million within 3 months, your principal will not need to be repaid. Come on, young man. Parallel world. A resort in the southern suburbs of Yanjing. Chen Han sat in front of the mirror in the dressing room, being fiddled with by the makeup artist while listening to the explanations from the fruit counter staff. Looking at his handsome self in the mirror, he couldn't help but feel a little dazed. No one knows that he is actually a time traveler. He was originally just an ordinary loser, but when he woke up, he traveled to a world that was 99 times similar to the Earth, and became a top student at Yanjing University of Finance and Economics. Then he was invited by Fruit Channel to participate in a new reality show. This reality show is called Billionaires, and it will invite many celebrities to be observers and mentors, as well as some amateurs to be trainees. Amateurs will receive a startup capital of 1 million. Whoever earns the highest profit within 3 months is the winner. And no matter how much money you earn during the show, the money is yours. If you even earn 100 million, you don't even need to repay the principal. This is a great joy for Chen Han. After all, with his background as a time traveler, he still has great confidence in making the first pot of gold in his life. But who would have thought that a system called Super Shenhao would quietly appear at this time and increase his goal 1,000 times, which means that his main line is to earn 100 billion in 3 months. 100 billion, system, are you crazy? Brother Xiaoma worked hard for many years to earn 100 billion, and you want me to earn it in 3 months? I suspect you are deliberately causing trouble. Chen Han complained depressedly. Master, don't worry, the system intelligent comforted. For others, this is an impossible task, but for you, it is not too difficult. Could you please turn on the system auxiliary function? Auxiliary function? What is it? Turn it on. Chen Han ordered casually. Ding. Accessibility function on. After a system prompt, Chen Han's eyes seemed to have undergone some changes. When he looked at all the objects around him, he could see some illusory data. Open black lens bracket eyebrow shaping pen close black lens bracket. Origin China. Value 125 yuan. Investment income 0. Ellipsis. Open black lens bracket hydrating liquid close black lens bracket. Origin China. Value 1,362 yuan. Investment income 0. Ellipsis. Open black lens bracket sunscreen close black lens bracket. Origin Japan. Value 897 yuan. Investment income 0. Ellipsis. Chen Han was dazzled by all kinds of information. And when he clicked on the stock market on his mobile phone, he actually saw information about each stock. The future rise and fall trends of these stocks were clearly marked. Oh my god, this, it's so hard not to get rich. Chen Han was stunned, and a flash of ecstasy flashed in his heart. I thought making hundreds of billions in 3 months was a joke. But after understanding the power of the system, Chen Han was full of confidence in it and wanted to get started immediately. Mr. Chen, what's wrong with you? Are you listening to me? The staff member's surprised voice woke up Chen Han, who was in ecstasy. After taking a deep breath, he quickly calmed down and said apologetically, I'm sorry, I'm listening, please continue. Well, okay, let's keep talking. There are 4 amateurs participating in the recording of the show with you. They all have extraordinary backgrounds. Not only did they come from famous families, but they also received the best business training since childhood. At the same time, for the sake of the effect of the program, we will not disclose your identity to the outside world. It is best for you to keep it secret as much as possible. This will make it more topical. You know, the staff explained patiently. Chen Han couldn't help but roll his eyes when he heard this. Damn it, no wonder he was asked to participate in the show out of nowhere. It turns out that these amateurs are all top second-generation rich people, and he is the only one who came from a poor place to make up the numbers. When the time comes, let the audience guess everyone's identities, and the topic and popularity will immediately become popular. This director is so damn shrewd. But if these second-generation rich people are crushed by me, I wonder how the audience will react. Chen Han secretly laughed in his heart and asked curiously, I heard there will be a star in the show. I wonder who it is. The mentor group includes Reba, Yang Mi, and Sun Hongale. The observation team includes Huang Bo, Naja, and Yaya. Don't be too nervous. They are all easy to talk to. You can express yourself later. The staff smiled and comforted. It's okay, I'm not nervous. Chen Han laughed dumbly, and couldn't help but feel a little more expectant in his heart. There are also these big stars in this world. I don't know what the difference is from the previous life. Attention all departments, attention at all departments. Check your equipment again. Don't make any mistakes for me. Do you understand? Okay. The lighting team and camera team are ready. Start now. The amateurs will start to appear in 1 minute. Hurry up. The director's urging voice sounded from the intercom. The atmosphere in the dressing room suddenly became tense, and it was vaguely visible that a large number of staff were busy in the villa. The recording of Billionaire has officially begun. New book has been opened. Please add it to your collection. Next chapter. Dear viewers, welcome to our blockbuster program, Billionaires. This is the most unique, challenging and charming reality show of the year. We will select 5 amateurs to join the show and give each of them 1 million in entrepreneurial capital. They will turn this 1 million into 100 million within 3 months. This is a task that is impossible for ordinary people to accomplish, but the amateurs who participate in our program are all the most professional investment experts. They will take you to witness the real miracle. Now we invite our observation team and mentor team to appear. Beside the fountain at the resort. Various cameras focus on this. The host spoke the opening remarks excitedly, and then Reba and other celebrities appeared in the camera. They smiled and greeted the camera. Everyone was very familiar with it. Hello everyone, my name is Reba. I will serve as the mentor of the mentor group in the show and will be responsible for answering questions for amateurs. Hello everyone, I am Yang Mi, and I am also the tutor of the tutor group. I am your Prince Yan, Sun Hongale, and I am also a member of the mentor group. Hello, audience friends, my name is Huang Bo. This time I will serve as an observer of the observation team, hiding behind the scenes to observe the situation. I am very happy to meet you all. I am Naja, and I am also an observer. I am Yaya, and I am also an observer. The 6 big stars introduced themselves with smiles and quickly got into the mood. Huang Bo was the first to say, "Wow, I am very happy to participate in the Billionaire program." To be honest, when I first heard about this program, I really thought it was incredible. How could 1 million funds be used in just 3 months? What if it becomes 100 million? That's right, Reba said pitifully. It's really hard to make money now. Making 1 million to 100 million has doubled 100 times. This is too exaggerated. You don't know yet, but the students invited to this program are not simple. They are all investment elites. Making money is not difficult for them. Yang Mi said with a smile. Oh my god, is it so powerful? I'm really looking forward to it. Maybe they can really create a miracle. Let's get started. Everyone is in their positions. We have our first student coming on stage. The celebrities spoke to each other and quickly raised the atmosphere. At the same time, the observation team quickly withdrew to the studio, leaving only the 3 instructors in place. The studio is located in a room not far away. Observers Huang Bo, Naja, and Yaya were all sitting behind a big table, with various cameras pointed at them, and their eyes looking at the big screen in front of them. On the big screen, Chen Han appeared first. Is this student number 1? He looks so handsome. Let's take a look at his information. Chen Han, 23 years old, is a top student at Yanjing University of Finance and Economics and the top scorer in the college entrance examination in Shaanxi province. Oh my god, he is still a super academic. He looks very good. I don't know what his investment ability is like. Let's wait and see. The 3 observers commented with a smile. In the picture, Chen Han was already standing in front of the tutor group. He had a slight smile on his face, neither humble nor arrogant. He was wearing a decent black suit. He looked elegant, handsome, confident and calm, which immediately made Reba and others' eyes light up. Hello, 3 mentors, I am Chen Han. Hello Chen Han, the first student is so outstanding, our program is really exciting. Reba said with a smile. At first glance, this student will be the future pillar of the country and the elite of society, Sun Hongale said with a smile. Then let's see how the other students are doing, and invite student number 2. Young men and women began to appear one after another. Student number 2 Jiyu Junming, 28 years old, is a top trader. He is good at all kinds of stock markets, funds, and futures investment transactions. He is introverted and has a gentle appearance. Student number 3 Yuan Zimo, 25 years old, is the vice president of Shunga Investment Company. He is good at various investments. He is handsome and has an impressive aura. Student number Sun Zicheng, 29 years old, is the chairman of Zicheng Network Company, a computer expert, good at various network operations and program construction, and looks mature and steady. Student number 5 Chu Jingye, 26 years old, general manager of Jinyuan Catering Group, has fair skin, beautiful appearance, elegant temperament, and confident sunshine. As soon as these people appeared on the scene, they immediately attracted everyone's attention. Anyone with a discerning eye can see that these guys are either general managers or chairman of the board in their 20s. They have achieved such great achievements at an age when others are still studying. I am afraid that their families are very well off, and they are not much different if they are not the second generation of top rich people. Compared with them, Chen Han's information seems much shabby. Of course, Chen Han also knew that among the 5 amateurs, he was the only one with an ordinary background. The others had received top education since childhood and had strong backing. If he didn't have a system, it would be wishful thinking to compare with these people. The director team brought Chen Han here just to be a foil. When the rich second generation scolds Fang Chu on the show, he, an ordinary person, will be made as ridiculous as an ugly duckling. This is the effect of the show that was designed from the beginning. It's interesting, but it's not certain who will lose and who will win. Your goal is to make 100 million in 3 months, and I want to make 100 billion. Game, let's start, Chen Han whispered in his heart, his face calm and confident. The 5 students stood together in a row, all of them had impressive auras, but Chen Han not only showed no trace of inferiority, but stood out from the crowd with a calm composure, which made everyone couldn't help but look at him a few more times. Next chapter. Dear students, welcome. I am your mentor for the past 3 months, responsible for assisting you in completing your various tasks. Are you ready now? Sun Hongale asked with a smile. The atmosphere was instantly aroused. Get ready. Hello 3 mentors. Wow, I didn't expect that Brother Hong Lei and Reba Mimi would be our mentors. Really been waiting. The amateurs spoke one after another, and everyone seemed to be at ease and not nervous at all. Reba, why don't you introduce the rules of the program team? Yang Mi interrupted at the right time. Okay, Reba nodded in agreement, took out a card and said seriously, everyone, the rules for these 3 months are very simple. First of all, you need to live in this resort during this period. You can choose the room you want. Of course, you can also go home to live there, but you have to record the program in the resort during the day. Secondly, there are cameras in the entire villa, including every room, and there are 5 teams of full-time cameramen to film you in all directions. All your investment activities must be completed under the camera. Finally, within these 3 months, you can use any legal means to invest. Our 3 mentors will also conduct a comprehensive evaluation on you. Whoever has the highest return after 3 months will be the winner. Everyone, do you understand? Is there anything else you want to ask? Reba smiled and put away the card, and everyone nodded to express their understanding. But just when everyone thought the game was about to start, Yang Mi gloated. In order to increase the fun of the game, the program team also arranged a special link. We will draw a lucky card and a bad luck card later. The person who gets the lucky card will have a 10-fold increase in starting capital, which means he will receive tens of millions of dollars. Those who get the bad luck card will get a 10-fold reduction, which means they can only use 100,000 startup capital. Does everyone have any objections? Nima, is this okay? Oh my god, are the show crew so good at playing? The amateurs were all in an uproar, and even Chen Han couldn't help being stunned. This program team is really good at playing, this is a rhythm that is going to trick people to death. Ha ha ha, their expressions are so funny. The director is very bad. People who get lucky cards will die laughing, and people who get bad luck cards will probably want to vomit blood. Wow, I look forward to seeing who will be so unlucky. In the studio, Naja and the other 3 couldn't help but gloated. This arrangement really adds to the fun, at least the unfair start makes everyone full of interest in the next game. This game is very interesting. In fact, luck is also a strength of investors. Student number 3 Yuan Zemo shrugged nonchalantly. Let the game begin, I'm looking forward to it. I have no objection either. Chu Jingye nodded in agreement. We don't have any objections either. Let's start. After everyone agreed, Sun Hongale walked out holding a lottery box. There are 5 identical cards in this box, including lucky cards and bad luck cards. If a blank card is drawn, it means there is no need to change the starting capital. Who comes first? Sun Hongale asked with a smile. I'll go first. Chu Jingye smiled slightly and randomly drew a card. The card was completely blank, without any writing on it. It was obviously a blank card. Call. It seems I'm lucky, thank you, Brother Hong Lei. Chu Jingya breathed a sigh of relief. My luck won't be too bad. Internet expert Sun Zicheng smiled and drew a blank card. Let me take the third card. Ji Yu Junming followed up and drew, but it turned out to be a blank card. Oh my god, all 3 blank cards have been removed. Ha ha ha, you unlucky boy, the only lucky cards and bad luck cards left in the box are. No way, what a coincidence. Who will be the unlucky guy? Number 1 Chen Han or no? 3 Yuan Zimo. Everyone was immediately interested. Yuan Zimo's face froze slightly, and he couldn't help but feel a little nervous. Chen Han is still confident and calm. The system's auxiliary function has already allowed him to see everything clearly. Now he knows exactly which bad luck card in the box is. Chen Han, smoke it. Sun Hongale urged. Good. Chen Han nodded carelessly. Just pull out a card with the goddess of luck on it. Wow wow wow. Lucky card. This is the lucky card. Oh my god, this is so lucky. The startup capital has increased tenfold. Student number 1 Chen Han is favored by the goddess of luck, Yuan Zimo is unlucky. Reba and others exclaimed, while Chu Jingya and others showed envious expressions. Only Yuan Zimo looked livid. He never thought that before he even smoked, the outcome was already doomed. You must know that there is a big difference between a tenfold increase in assets and a tenfold decrease in assets. 10 million startup capital can be invested in many things, and it is much easier to make big money. But what can 100,000 do? It's not enough for him to eat a few meals. If you want to turn 100,000 into 100 million, the difficulty has increased tenfold and 100-fold. Everyone can obviously see this problem, so everyone looks at Yuan Zimo with a hint of sympathy. This guy is not very lucky. But just when everyone thought the dust had settled, Chen Han shook his head dissatisfied and said, "Excuse me, can I change a card? This one is not challenging." While talking, Chen Han threw the card back into the box in disgust and replaced it with another bad luck card with a skull pattern. Oh my god, what is this? What's the fuss about? Is this okay? Instead of a lucky card, choose a bad luck card. Are you crazy? Everyone was shocked, and everyone was confused by Chen Han's cunt. Next chapter. Ha ha ha, interesting, so interesting, this Chen Han is really an interesting guy. Is he too conceited or too arrogant? Not only did he voluntarily give up tens of millions of dollars, but he also chose an ultra-small amount of 100,000. This operation is unparalleled. This guy is a bit weird. I wonder if he will regret his choice next time. In the studio, Naja and the other 3 people were talking in surprise. Reba and others at the recording site also looked surprised, with exaggerated expressions. It took them a while to come back to their senses. No one could believe that Chen Han had made such a strange move. Oh my god, Reba said excitedly. Chen Han actually gave up tens of millions of funds and chose 100,000. Isn't this crazy? I'm wondering if this is in compliance with the rules. Yang Mi asked in surprise. It should be possible, Sun Hongale said with a smile. It's good for young people to want a little challenge. We should support it. So now congratulations to Yuan Zimo for becoming the lucky one today. Ba bang bang. Amidst a round of applause, the mini-game ended. But Yuan Zimo didn't look happy at all. Looking at Chen Han who looked calm, there was a hint of anger in the depths of his eyes. If he is lucky enough to draw a lucky card, then he will definitely be happy. But now this card was given to him by Chen Han. What is the difference between this and charity? In other words, Chen Han is too arrogant and believes that he can surpass everyone with 100,000 yuan, but he, Yuan Zimo, needs charity from others. Isn't this insulting? But Yuan Zimo is also a wealthy guy. After he glared at Chen Han coldly, he smiled calmly, as if nothing happened just now. This guy, doesn't he have a grudge against me? Chen Han glanced at him and didn't take him seriously. Yuan Zimo's reaction, Chen Han, didn't care at all. In fact, what he just did was a choice he made out of helplessness. There are only 2 cards left in the box. No matter which card Chen Han draws, it will not be good for him. If he draws the unlucky card, then everyone will laugh at him as an unlucky guy. If he draws the lucky card, no matter how great his achievements are in the future, many people will say that he is just one step ahead due to good luck. Only by drawing the lucky card first, and then not bothering to switch to the bad luck card, can this matter be solved perfectly, which will not only leave a deep impression on everyone but also leave a foreshadowing for the subsequent counterattack. And between tens of millions of dollars and $100,000, Chen Han prefers 100,000 startup capital. Because having more money or less does not make much difference to him. Starting his own 100 billion challenge with 100,000 funds will only make him look forward to it even more. This is the end of the mini game. Now we have decided the amount of everyone's starting capital. The executive director will issue a bank card issued with your ID card to everyone in a moment. Your startup funds will be in the card. But as a mentor, I want to ask everyone, what are your investment plans next? Sun Hongale changed the topic easily. After everyone heard this, they immediately became interested. Reba couldn't help but said excitedly, yes, how do you investment experts plan to make money? This must be what every audience is most concerned about. It's too difficult to make 1 million to 100 million. As a mentor, I feel ashamed because I can't figure out how to operate it. Yang Mi frowned in distress. Actually, making money is not difficult. Chu Jingya was the first to answer. My family started in catering, and what I am best at is the catering industry. So I plan to find a store first, then design new dishes, and build an internet celebrity restaurant as quickly as possible. Then I will seek venture capital investment and quickly open more than 100 chain stores. According to my plan, after 3 months, my assets should have exceeded 100 million, and my goal is to reach 300 million. When everyone heard this, they were immediately amazed. This plan looks quite reliable. Wow, oh my gosh, that sounds good. Reba smiled and praised. As a senior foodie, I will definitely support your new store, but what about the others? I'm good at stock trading and various futures investments. Ji Junming pushed up his glasses frame and said seriously, the stock market and futures market are good recently. Although 1 million is not much, it can still be done. Someone once said that if you can catch the daily limit 100 times, then 10,000 can become 100 million, so my goal for the next 3 months is tentatively set at 500 million. Oh my god, so confident. 500 million, that's terrible. You want to make 500 million for 1 million? Are you still a human being? This is a stock god. Reba, Yang Mi and others exclaimed again. I'm good at internet entrepreneurship. Sun Zicheng said not to be outdone. I decided to build a website that integrates shopping, video, news, and social networking in the shortest possible time, and received venture capital within 3 months to transform myself. His net worth exceeds 1 billion. Oh my god, there was another series of exclamations from everyone. Although celebrities make money very easily, they don't make hundreds of millions. These amateurs ask for hundreds of millions. To be honest, Reba and others are a little shocked. But no one thinks they are bragging. If you dare to participate in this kind of reality show, how can you do it without a few brushes? And just by looking at them, you can tell that each of them is very familiar with financing and other aspects, and they know how to leverage their efforts. It is indeed not difficult for them to make money. In 3 months, can they achieve their goals? This also makes everyone look forward to it. What about you, Chen Han? Reba couldn't help but look at Chen Han curiously. What plan does this guy have? Actually, I have a lot of investment plans in the future, but everyone has seen that I only have 100,000 startup funds on hand, so these plans cannot be implemented immediately. Then, I'd better set a small goal first and make 100 million first. Facing Reba's question, Chen Han answered humbly. This answer was obviously beyond everyone's expectations. No one expected that he, who was so conceited just now, would be so humble. Is Chen Han giving in? Everyone else has set a goal of 500 million, so why did he set a goal of 100 million? Actually, it's not difficult to guess. You have to know that his startup capital is only 100,000. It's not easy to make 100 million with this little money. I understand. In the studio, Naja and Yaya were laughing and discussing. But as soon as he finished speaking, Chen Han suddenly said, in addition, in fact, I plan to complete this small goal today. What? Naja, who was just about to start talking, suddenly choked and blushed, and the others were also dumbfounded. Everyone looked at the humble Chen Han, and in their hearts 10,000 grass mud horses ran past. Your sister, I just said you were modest, and why did you become crazy again? Brother, how inflated are you? 100 million is indeed a small goal for other students, but you want to achieve this small goal today. Are you going to heaven? Oh my god, I think I'm a little dizzy. Yang Mi said in a confused voice. Yang Han, are you sure your goal today is to earn 100 million? You know you only have 100,000 startup capital. My god, you are really awesome. Making 100 million a day is the ultimate dream of most people. Sun Hongale and Reba also exclaimed in surprise. Actually, you still have to have dreams. Although they may not be realized, they don't take up space. Chen Han shrugged nonchalantly, which immediately made everyone laugh. Oh, this Chen Han has such a high emotional intelligence and is really good at chatting. Isn't it? It's quite interesting. The program team invited him to participate in the show, so they invited the right person. A handsome and funny man is what girls like the most. I'm looking forward to his next performance. In the studio, Naja Yaya is brilliant. Most of them showed their appreciation for Chen Han while laughing and commenting. But they didn't know that at this time, Yuan Zimo and others subconsciously breathed a sigh of relief, and most of them showed a hint of contempt in their eyes. Although the program team did not clarify the identity of each person, they had actually already seen that Chen Han was of ordinary origin, because he did not have the same smell on his body. As the second generation of top rich people, most of Yuan Zimo and others knew or heard each other's names. But they have never heard of the name Chen Han, and they don't know which big group or family in China has such a person, so everyone is sure that he is just an ordinary person. Making 100 million with 100,000 in one day is something even they dare not think of. Isn't it a joke that a person like Chen Han, who comes from an ordinary background, dares to brag about such awesomeness? Therefore, Yuan Zimo and others directly regarded him as a joke, and in their hearts they believed that this guy was hired by the program team to be a green leaf, so they didn't care too much. Chen Han, if you are really planning to make 100 million in one day, what plans do you have next? Can you share it with everyone? Sun Hongale asked while the iron was hot. In fact, investment is nothing more than stocks, futures, antiques, and acquisitions. If you want to make your first pot of gold in a short period of time, you must go to the antique industry, so I want to go to the antique market today. Chen Han replied. Wow, that's a good idea. In fact, it's true. If you lose 100,000 yuan in the stock market, you won't even make a splash. But if you go to the antique market and pick up the leaks, you can make a lot of money. I'm so looking forward to it. I thought today would be boring, but it looks like I have somewhere to play today. Reba Yangmi's eyes lit up, obviously looking forward to the next trip. Last one, Yuan Zimo, what are your plans? Sun Hongale asked next. Investment is what I'm best at. Yuan Zimo glanced at Chen Han and said with a slight smile, although I also have a series of investment plans in the future, investing in antiques is obviously a good thing, so my plan today is also go to the antique market. Hey, are we going to get into trouble? Haha, it seems that Yuan Zimo has some opinions on Chen Han. One has a capital of tens of millions, and the other has a capital of 100,000. If they invest in antiques together, I'm afraid Chen Han will lose miserably. Everyone was immediately interested. After all, everyone can see Yuan Zimo's gunpowder smell. Doesn't this guy want to confront Chen Han head-on? Brother Hong Lei, I suggest that our three mentors go to the antique market today to supervise and inspect the antique investments of the two students. What do you think? Yang Mi suggested with a smile. Okay, I really want to go shopping in the antique market. Sister Mimi, this is a good proposal, I agree. Reba and Sun Hongale's eyes lit up and they agreed with the proposal on the spot. In fact, they are also very interested in the antique market. Ji Yu Junming and Sun Zicheng, one trades stocks and the other builds a website, all of which can be completed without leaving home. Chu Jingya had to go inspect the location of the new store, which was also a job of wandering around the streets, but no one was interested. Only the confrontation between Chen Han and Yuan Zimo made everyone look forward to it, so the itinerary for the first day was decided. Please give me comments, thank you.